Hello students, in the previous video we have discussed about the sodium hydroxide, bleaching powder and baking soda. Now some more compounds. First one is washing soda. Its chemical formula is Na2CO3.10H2. Chemical name is sodium carbonate decahydrate. Deca means 10 and hydrate word is coming for water. 10 water molecule means decahydrate. Preparation. It is prepared by the recrystallization of sodium carbonate. Actually, in the previous video, we have discussed when we heat the baking soda, what happens. When this baking soda, that is sodium carbonate, is heated, this will give Na2CO3. When this Na2CO3 is again dissolved in the water and it recrystallized, then these 10 water molecules associated with Na2CO3 and we will get Na2CO3.10H2O, which is washing soda. So in this way we can say it is prepared by recrystallization of sodium carbonate, and sodium carbonate is obtained by heating baking soda. Usage of washing soda. Washing soda is used in glass, soap and paper industries. It is used in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. Sodium carbonate can be used as a cleaning agent for domestic purpose. Actually, it is basic in nature. It is used to remove the dirt and grease. That's why this is used for cleaning agent. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Permanent hardness. Now, what is the meaning of this hardness of water? Let us discuss. Actually, what is hard water? Water which does not give lather, that is foam, with soap is called hard water. That is the water which does not give froth or foam or lather with soap is called hard water. Now water is hard. Water is hard due to the presence of soluble salts of calcium and magnesium. Soluble salts of calcium and magnesium. Hardness of water is two types. One is called temporary, another is called permanent. Temporary hardness of water is due to the presence of bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. And why this is called temporary? Because it is removed by boiling. Permanent hardness is due to the presence of soluble salts of calcium and magnesium other than bicarbonates. It may be like it may be chlorides and bromides of calcium and magnesium. Now, what is soap? Sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acids are known as soap molecule. Actually, in soap, we will discuss in detail in the chapter some carbon compounds. In that case, we will discuss the detail of soap and we will also discuss all these points. Is it clear? Now, in this, just we know why hardness of water is due to presence of calcium and magnesium. Actually, this soap is the sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acid. This is soluble in water. But when this soap is treated with the hard water, which contains the calcium and magnesium salt, what happens? Calcium and magnesium ions present in hard water react with the soap and form insoluble scum. Scum means precipitate, insoluble scum. That is, calcium and magnesium salts of higher fatty acids are insoluble in water and it appears in the form of precipitate or in the form of scum. That's why we can say that is it does not give lather with soap. But this permanent hardness of water can be removed when this type of water is treated with the washing soda. Next, plaster of Paris, POP, very common chemical, and you are familiar with this word POP, plaster of Paris. Chemical formula is calcium sulfate half H2O. Now, what is the meaning of this half H2O? Actually, one water molecule is associated with the 2 unit of calcium sulfate. That's why we can say 1 unit of calcium sulfate is associated with the half molecule of water. That's why formula of POP is CaSO4 dot half H2O. What is its chemical name? This is calcium sulfate hemi. Hemi is coming from half. Hydrate means water. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. How can we prepare it? It is prepared by the controlled heating of gypsum at 373 Kelvin. First of all, this gypsum. Actually, gypsum is the CaSO4 dot 2H2O, calcium sulfate dihydrate. Di means 2. Calcium sulfate dihydrate. This is a gypsum. When this is heated at 373 Kelvin, then this will give, this is plaster of Paris, CaSO4 dot half H2O and 1 and half H2O. Now one precaution is there. We have to heat in a controlled manner. It means if temperature is more than this, then this half water molecule will also remove from this, and then whatever the product is obtained, it will not show the characteristics properties of plaster of Paris. That's why heating should be controlled. Plaster of Paris is a white powder, and on mixing with water, it changes to gypsum once again, giving a hard solid mass. That is reverse of its preparation. Okay, this is plaster of Paris. When we add the water, then this will again form the calcium sulfate dihydrate, which appear in the form of hard solid mass. Okay, now what are the usage of POP? This is again very common for supporting fractured bones. You have seen, if any bone gets fractured, then to support these bones, doctor used to plastering. That chemical which is used for plastering, that is plaster of Paris. For making toys, materials for decoration, this is also used for making surfaces smooth. So this is about plaster of Paris. Next one is water of crystallization. First of all, see this setup. In one test tube, we are taking the copper sulfate crystals. Actually, copper sulfate crystals are blue in color, and its formula is CuSO4.5H2. Clear? And when we take this is a boiling tube, that is test tube, which is used for the boiling purpose, that is called boiling tube. When we heat it, then you will observe some water droplets. These are the water droplets at the walls of the test tube. From where these water droplets came? Can say when we heat it, this blue color will change into the colorless, and these water droplets which associated with the blue colored copper sulfate, this is coming in the form of these drops. Now again, if we add the some drops of water to this colorless copper sulfate, again blue color of copper sulfate regains. That's now we can easily define what is the meaning of this water of crystallization. Actually, it is the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. This is water of crystallization. For example, this is copper sulfate pentahydrate, penta for 5, copper sulfate pentahydrate, which is blue in color. Na2CO3.10H2O, sodium carbonate decahydrate. CaSO4 2H2O, calcium sulfate dihydrate, which is also known as gypsum. So this is about water of crystallization. Now see some questions. What is the common name of the compound CaOCl2? I think you can give the answer of this. What is the answer? Bleaching powder. Name the substance which on treatment with chlorine yield bleaching powder. In the preparation of bleaching powder, we have discussed dry slaked lime. Name the sodium compound which is used for softening hard water. What should we answer? It is washing soda. What will happen if solution of sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated? Give the equation of the reaction involved. We have discussed, write yourself. Write an equation to show the reaction between plaster of Paris and water. Plaster of Paris and water. Just write the reaction. Now this is all about your chapter second, acids, bases and salts. And I am sure that you have subscribed my channel. If not yet, please subscribe it. Thank you.